In 2016, Rich Hall sat alone in a cramped one-bedroom apartment in the Missouri Ozarks, waiting on a call. The call he received was not the one he anticipated from the music studio he was at odds with for not delivering the masters for the first project he had worked on in over 5 years. But it came from a man in Portugal who had come across Rich's information on a random website. That man was a Portuguese composer and rock guitar virtuoso named Pedro Murino Almeida, who had a song that needed just the right lyrics and vocals to make it the song that Pedro had envisioned. With a delay on his current project, and after a great meeting with Pedro, Rich said yes. Following that conversation, Rich was on his way to Nashville to write and record the vocals for their first single release, Guardian Angel. Pleased with the results and feedback from an almost immediate fan base, they decided to try again with their second single, Reflection, which somehow found its way to radio, winning a battle of the bands on a rock station in Joplin, Missouri, and provided the duo the motivation to keep going, kick it up a notch, and finish off their first official EP, 5, which was well received as noted by this fantastic review. Following their EP release in 2017, in 2018, they released their follow-up single, a cover of David Bowie's I'm Afraid of Americans. This song not only found its way to the official Wikipedia page for the song, but also increased their audience, reaching some brand new fans. Their next single would be their most important and noteworthy yet, when in 2019, their song, Your Time of Dying, would help propel them to their first major award as Follow No One, garnering them recognition as Best Rock Act of 2019 at the highly coveted JMA Awards in Nashville. They would also release 2 other singles in 2019. Fear No Evil was the pair's heaviest song to date and also rocked the rock radio airplay charts for nearly 4 months. Bring Me Peace was the follow-up single, and with such a great response to the new track, in 2020, they shot an accompanying video in the Rocky Mountains in Rich's new home state of Colorado, which was quickly a fan favorite. With everything moving along in such a positive direction and looking to capitalize on a phenomenal 2019 and 2 consecutive successful single releases, COVID happened. Not wanting to keep fans waiting too long, they released We All Drink Alone in March of 2020, and that's when they decided to do something they had spoken about, even dreamed about, but never had the time: creating their defining album. If we ever get time, wouldn't it be great to? They had the time and already had their idea for the album. It couldn't be a regular album, nor could it be a typical concept album. If they were going to be worthy of a Grammy consideration, it would have to be something new and something special. Starting with a true story worthy of a Hollywood script, the two set off to create an album that goes beyond the typical concept album, bringing to life the story in a cinematic way in which the music tells part of the story, while cinematic scenes uniquely bring the story to life before the listening audience. Written with a full-length listening experience in mind, from the moment you press play, you will be enveloped in a rock and roll drama that will grab you in such a way that you will wonder if fate herself drew you here to hear some of her finest work.